Hey folks, welcome back. Hope everybody is having an awesome Sunday night here. I know I am. And I am ready to do some NMS building action, and wow, this base, it's coming along, guys. Now, I haven't spent the time on the details just yet. And I'm trying to keep the stream somewhat shortened. So like decor and, fine-tuning things, I don't know if that'll come later. I'm just trying to get the big bulk stuff done right now, show the building steps. I'm not really sure what I want to focus on today. Probably the original building. Last week we did the landing pad area. Actually, that was 2 weeks ago now. Last week I believe I was working on the hexagonal building over there. Not a bad deal. Alright, and before I kick this party off, I need to make sure we are actually live. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Sweet freaking deal. Alright, we are good to go. Alright guys, I'm going to give this just a couple of minutes here. Oh, and you might have noticed a new addition to the team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe his name is Bomob. Right? I don't know. Been a while. Oh, what is going on over here? Huh. It's an anomaly. I looked up and that was happening. I don't know if this is update related. I don't recall seeing this before. I'm kind of half wondering if I can hurt myself in there. Oh yeah! Ouch! It's like a electronic tornado. But hey, you don't know until you try, so now we all know. Wowzers. I wonder if you're like hanging out in the base, if that thing can just kind of like mow you over. Is it coming back? No. Yes. Kind of. I'm out. I did not want to start tonight's stream with death and destruction. And it looks like some of my little things have not quite rendered in properly, and that's okay. So let's see here, we're about 2-3 minutes in. Hey Joker, what is up? How you doing tonight? Let's see here. Yeah, while I'm kind of letting this warm up here, I do need to just figure out what I'm doing tonight. I could start working on interiors since I feel like I got the shells completed and I'm happy with them. There's another thing we could work on. I kind of feel like I'm cheating the system a little though, if I'm being honest, because I've already done like my bridge tutorial. But I do intend on building a bridge out to my... Actually, yeah, why don't we focus on that tonight? I think tonight I will build the bridge. The bridge. And that save beacon over there marks a hot spot. I think it's cobalt or something. I honestly can't remember. Whatever it is, it's well within our reach. So I'm definitely going to put a couple of digging machines down out there and then run some piping back this way. And then we won't have to run all the way out there to collect the goods. I might connect that piping to the interior of the building here. I could even put it out here on the landing pad somewhere. Ah, cool beans, Joker. So yeah, if you're off tomorrow and you want to get a little Fortnite action in, let me know. It's actually a pretty fun season, I'm not gonna lie. Like, me and Chris have been having fun. Alright, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do here. So guys, I'll do a real quick intro and let's build. Oh, check that out. All the venom sacs have grown. You guys didn't get to see these when they were populated. So yeah, that's what that looks like when the thing's ready to pluck. Very cool. It feels like you're in a legit, like, greenhouse or something. And this is the hexagonal building. You know, if we take advantage of the square buildings, the rows match up better. Of course, you know, everything snaps. But yeah, I just really like how these six-sided buildings. Is that a hexagon? Heck, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wanted to finish off this corner, but that's just kind of like decor and whatnot. So yeah, it's not super important. It's not important. Yeah, one of these days when I'm done with like exterior stuff, we're definitely going to spend some time on stream doing some decorations, you know, doing the interior walls, floors, railings, stairs, especially stairs. Uh-oh. I totally meant to do that before I got on stream tonight. Now I need to do another sound check. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about right now, that would be plugging in the laptop. Alright guys, somebody asked on email if I was going to do any more edits, because I guess they were really enjoying, you know, the shorter versions, especially on the Zelda videos. Funny they should ask. I literally just finished editing a video. All I gotta do is give it another watch through, make sure I didn't make any, you know, gigantic boo-boos. If I don't double check it, like, I usually publish it and then I find something wrong. So I'm going to watch it one more time through, probably with my son. If we both, you know, don't see any issues, we're just going to go ahead and upload it, post it. So tomorrow, y'all should have a fresh upload. Finally, I know it's been like 3 months. But there should be a fresh upload tomorrow. I hope I didn't just say all that for absolutely no reason. Testing, testing. All right. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. And guys, it's finally time to get to work on our bridge. I talked about this many videos ago, but this is the bridge that's going to take us all the way out to our digging site. And guys, I honestly can't remember what the resource is out there. You know, it might be Paphrinium, it might be Cobalt. I don't really know. I don't really care. It's on our base site. I'm going to go get it. So I'm absolutely going to be building a big, beautiful bridge here. That's a lot of bees. Big, beautiful bridge. That's all, folks. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and put some digging machines out there. And then we'll run the cables back. And we'll somehow wire a storage canister over here on this side somewhere so we don't have to run all the way out there to collect it. So, guys, it should be a lot of fun. Feel free to kick your feet up and let's build. Toodles. Alright, away we go. So guys, the bridge. I'm going to do a smaller floor style. It's going to kind of match up with my build tutorial this way. Yeah, you can do the wider floors, and it probably saves numbers of builds if I'm being honest, because you get twice the distance for one build versus the smaller ones that I like to do. You know, it's costing 2 builds per same amount of distance. So, you know, you got to build to what you know you're going to have. So if you're really going to go bonkers here and put down a ton of builds and you want to upload that base, do be aware there are build limits. I want to say it's like 3,000 builds or something. I'm not sure on that number, by the way. But there's a number there. Oh, check that out. That's purty. Oh! Ouch! So yeah, anyway, you can keep building after that number, but you cannot upload it. It'll basically keep whatever the last upload was that was below that build limit. So anyway, moving on from that, I am going to go ahead and start this bridge build. And guys, I'm doing the singles just because I like the design better, and I'm not super paranoid about my build limit here. I don't think I'm going to be over. I hope I'm not going to be over. By the time, you know, I do all the inside stuff, that could start getting kind of tight. But I'm not going to... Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe I will do the wider bridge. The grinders and stuff isn't what I'm worried about. The thing that really starts, you know, making that build limit crowded is going to be the stuff on the inside. The decor, the planters, just whatever I decide to put down here. Now the grinding machines, of course, you know, this is a crafting base, so I will have 5 grinders. Sadly, that's max, unless you want to put down, you know, 3, I think they allow, of the little portable ones. But you can put down 2 large and 3 medium. So normally, you know, when I'm nanite farming, I just kind of keep all 5 running. I warp around a couple times, come back, fill them back up, just let them go. So yeah, we're going to be doing that probably on the main floor. Wherever my portal is going to be, that's where I like my grinding machines going to be. You know, because I'll warp back into the base and I'm usually loaded. I'm just looking for my grinding machines. So that'll kind of dictate and determine what I put where. Yeah, okay, so let's get to work on the bridge, folks. Now, I kind of set this up to be a skinny. And see, this is a good distance here, so that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just go large, you know, be a little kinder to my build limit here. Even though I prefer the skinnier bridge look better. Yeah, again with that build limit. So this is basically cutting the number of builds in half as far as the bridge is concerned, as, you know, the planking, the floor goes. And wow, I'm just kind of like adding the carbon up in my head, and guys, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go carbon farming sometime during the stream. Maybe, maybe not. I think I might have actually warped away and went to my, what I call my carbon planet. I found a planet that you destroy these little bushes, it takes no time at all, and you get like 200-300 carbon for each one. I was like, oh yeah, score! So, you know, you walk around and spend about 5 minutes, and you've got several thousand carbon in your inventory. Not a bad deal, yo-yo. Okay, guys, now I can absolutely build another structure here, and I might do that. You know, this bridge can dead end right into another building. Oh wow, that's a tough call. That's a real tough call. Okay, and since I'm still elevated over here at this point, I might do something like that. Oh no, is that hotspot inside the water? If it is, I'll be putting digging machines down underwater, which is fine, you can absolutely do that. Hey Sunny, welcome, good to see you again. I hope you've been enjoying all of your No Man's Sky endeavors lately. Okay, that's where I put my machine down. So yeah, that's the hotspot. It's a B site, so whatever it is, it's decent. Like, cobalt. Okay, yeah, so why not? So what I'll basically have to do is put the digging machines down here, and then run piping up, you know, to the bridge or whatever. Oh wow, look at the ocean, guys. I think that's a new graphic. I don't remember this ocean being all, like, stormy before. That is nuts! Where'd my bridge go? Cool thing about these overheated storms, the jetpack, baby. You have got jetpack for days. Oh man, not so much for the storm. So Sunny, funny you should ask. I'm going to be working on the bridge to connect the main base out to a little satellite site here where my resource is going to be. So the digging machines will go down. And I'm still debating, do I build another building here? Or do I just keep it simple and keep it a support tower, you know? And then work a stairwell or something to go down. I think I actually like the idea of a full six-sided, a full-size tower. Look at that sky, guys. Like, I can't say it enough. They really did this game justice with the graphics. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm just going to do a tower structure. You know, I can always install a building here at a later time. Here on land, and the bridge can just kind of go like through it, I suppose. Although that might be a bit clumsy. So there's another idea that my brain just hatched. We could actually keep the bridge up here. We don't even have to go down to the water. We can build bridge out that way, build a building, and then plank over, and you can actually put the digging machines down up here and they can be elevated. And they'll still hit the resource. So that might be the way I go here. And we'll have to see how this wider bridge turns out. I honestly haven't built one of these in so long. Again, I prefer the skinnies, but I feel like as big as the span was on this one, we made the right call. So I just got back from the gym, my Sunday core day. And I just ate avocado toast because, you know, I was trying to be good and healthy. And I thought, oh yeah, avocado toast, you know, I'll be full for hours. Guys, I ate this like an hour ago and I'm starving right now. So there might have to be munching sounds involved in tonight's stream. And I just totally fell off that bridge. That's awesome. There's my fall damage, guys. That's how you know it's really me playing. It's the fall damage. If there's no fall damage, it's AI. It's not even me anymore. Where did my thing go? Am I blind? There it is. I just was not seeing that. Here we go again, I can't see it. Maybe when you get so close it starts to disappear or something? No, it's right there. Or maybe the build menu gets rid of it? Maybe I'm just not looking down far enough. Of course it's operator error, it usually is. And I'm the operator and it's my error. Alright. Alright, we have hit bottom, rock bottom. Almost. One more plank ought to do it. Oh yeah, Sonny, avocado toast is the bomb. And of course I have to crumble feta cheese all over it. And salt and pepper, and it's just yummy. But yeah, normally when I eat that in the morning, I'm full for like 3-4 hours. I cannot believe I'm this hungry right now. Okay, see, I'm losing sight of that thing again. There it is. So I want to say it's probably like straight away from here. And this is where I wish we had, like... Oh, wait a minute. First person. See, this is another problem. I keep forgetting to go back into first person when I'm building. Like, why can't I see anything? Okay, I still really can't see. Let me try God mode here. Whoops. That was not God mode. Okay, now I can look straight down. So let's see... Okay, it's probably going to be that crosshair right there in the builds. Pretty freaking close. So yeah, let's go test my theory here. So once again, guys, pull that scanner out, go to your resource. I'm already on my hotspot. I'm 52 of 60. Okay, I'm starting to go back down, so it looks like 57 is max there. That's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so not quite the crosshairs. It's pretty close. If I really want to maximize the hotspot, you know, I'd be a Boy Scout and put the digging machines right where I'm standing. But, you know, aesthetically, as far as the build is concerned, I might move those around a little bit and sacrifice the little bit of rate. Because, again, this isn't like a farm. It's not my go-to, you know. There will be cobalt there anytime I need it. Essentially, so no matter how slow it's digging up the resource, it'll be okay. So yeah, just to see here, I kind of want to see if I'm standing on this crosshair about what my rate would be. 53%, I can live with it. So yeah, what I might do here is split the builds, and I'll show you how to do that. I don't think I've really showed that yet in the tutorials here. But what you can do is just kind of put a dummy build down. And then you can switch over to, you know, whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. If we're just doing like a little appendage, it can be small ones. So I actually didn't even have to split the build. That would have been if I was going to continue on with the whoops. There is that fall damage. Yep, it's still me, guys. No AI here. So go ahead and flip that around so the green matches. So that's what I was getting to, or getting at, with splitting the builds. But again, I don't know if I'm going to keep the wides going out. I can just basically make a little arm appendage just wide enough for a couple of digging machines and call it good. It'll look a little bit more industrialized that way, so why not? Now there is a way to split these. You'll have to use the small triangles. And come on, Buster. And then you can go to littles. Okay, now I think that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say it was just past 4. Oh man, hate when that happens. I'll try standing right about here. Yeah, see, 57, that's even better, so I'm happy. The game's happy, I'm happy, we're all happy. And before I start suffocating... Oh, did we come up with a punishment yet, by the way? For when I let myself suffocate? I was thinking push-ups, but man, I'm gonna be too sore, because it happens all the time. I mean, I really hate carrots and I really hate spinach. We all know that. So I can, like, buy those resources next time I'm streaming. But I just feel like there needs to be some kind of a positive reinforcement, you know, to reinforce do not do that. Oh, where is my inventory so full? Okay, this must have been... My call, Sunny? Well, if it's my call, I'm going to have chocolate and ice cream, so maybe even together. But now I was thinking like burpees or something. Alright, back to building. So let's go to my digging machines. And I'm only going to do a pair, because again, you know, this isn't a farm. This is just some, like a little nicety addition, whatever you want to call it, to the base here. And I think it'll look like cooler if I do this. Do like a side-by-side facing onward. And of course we got to connect those bad boys. Okay, and of course I'll have to run power and piping. And guys, I want piping going 2 ways. I'm going to have some storage canisters over here somewhere too. In fact, I might even consolidate those with some storage out here, and I'll consolidate those into the build somehow. I really need to think about how I want to cap this thing off. If this is just going to be like an ender, then we can have a small viewing area out here, I suppose. That'd be cool. And to make sure it's nice and symmetrical. Be a little something like that. Alright, so here's the tricky part. This is out over water. I can do a suspension system from this land piece here, or I can just build column going underwater. This is an awful long span. So, you know, I might split that up at the halfway mark and do a center kind of deal. I think you guys saw an example of that at my gold farm. One sit-up? One sit-up. If I do setups, I'll do something a little more challenging. Maybe like 10 or something, you know, but I don't want to get all hot and sweaty either. So yeah, maybe exercises is not a good idea now that I think about it. I'll be sitting here like wiping my forehead and moving my arms around all awkwardly like. See, I'm probably back to like carrots or spinach or something. Nah. Or maybe I'll try to do a handstand, and then you guys can watch me fall over and hurt myself. But you know what? Someday I would get the handstand down. I'm sure of it. Okay, I'm going to do something different. In order to pull this off, I'm going to have to count blocks here, so bear with me. I'm going to do a 2-pillar design, but I'm going to do it kind of like the Teen Titans Bridge, if you're even familiar with that. It's basically just 2 supports, but there's cables going off in both directions from both of those supports. So of course in the middle, they kind of meet up in the middle somewhat. And then at the ends, they just, you know, taper off. So let's see here. I'm going to have to include these 2. No, maybe not the viewing part. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. $20, $22, $24, $26, $28. Uh-oh. $30, $32, $34, $36, $38, $40, $42, $44, $46, $48, $60, $62, $64, $66, $68, $70, $72, $74, $76, $78. Okay, we're going to say 80. Even if I'm off by a number or 2, you know, I'll get over it. So 80. So let's see, split that 4 ways, it's 20. That makes it real freaking easy. So basically, I would go out 20 builds, pillar. And then come in from the other side, 20 builds, pillar. And then no matter what's in the middle, that'll just kind of even itself back out. So the ends of the bridges are more important. They are important. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And just so I don't lose my spot, because that never happens. Okay, so that is my marker for 20 builds going that direction. Actually, I cannot do that yet. Harvest oxygen sac. It's kind of funny, that thing is lighting up so far away. Too bad I can't just push the button from here and harvest it. Alright, so I'm gonna count starting this one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so my pillars are going here and there. So I need to... Actually, no, this is No Man's Sky. We don't have to ground anything. That's right. One thing I really appreciate about this game is the floating builds. It is a beautiful thing. Okay, guys, now what I'm going to have to do is get a little bit creative here. And we're going to have to merge builds to a degree, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the pillars that I use. And, you know, you can go ahead and work the grain out and make it all nice and pretty. Okay, so now there's 2 different ways to do this. One is, assuming I can get the grain to cooperate. I think I had it there. Okay, yeah, that is right. Never mind, I'm tripping. And then to fill in the gap, we'll just basically put another floor plank but even with the triangle build, so there's no overlap. Oops. I don't think that worked out right. Yeah, I should have overlapped it coming back this way, not going into the triangle. So that's just for aesthetics. You know, I kind of like the wood there, the wood grain. So yeah, then from here, I like to go over to stone builds. And the thing that, come on. The thing that really stinks about building down is you have to put dummy builds because you cannot put the walls underneath each other. You can only put them above each other. It super sucks, I know. I didn't make the rules, I just got to play by the... oh, wait a minute, we can go down? Oh, no, that's right, I have a floor build there. No, wait, I am going down. Maybe this was added. Or maybe it only works with the big walls, because normally I'm doing this with small walls. Either way, guys, this is freaking awesome. This is going to go so much faster now. Like, so much faster. In fact, you can even get a little bit snazzy here. You can do like an archway with some railing. If it'll even allow me to place the railing. I think once you have the wall builds there, it kind of throws off the railings. So yeah, we're going to have to like freestyle those if we want railings to go in there. Maybe I can put the railing down first. I don't know, I'm going to give it a quick try. What was that? No. I got excited there for a second. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to play. So yeah, if we really wanted to do that, you know, we would have to come up with just free placing some kind of a barrier. Or if you want something a little more open... See, I don't really know if these will give a good view. We can try it. Silica powder. Oh man. We all know how I hate farming dirt in this game. Well, no time like the present. So I'm going to go way out of the way here in some little obscure area where it's not going to bother me. And I'm going to dig down and show you guys how I get silica powder really freaking quick. I was going to say really freaking fast, and then my tongue tripped all over itself. So just go ahead and pull out your terrain manipulator and just dig straight down. I mean, it doesn't have to be straight. You can do an angle, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just get down there at least a couple of floors or so. No, the water table. That's a problem. And then... I keep hitting the wrong button there. And then take the flattener out. That thing. And then just go ahead and start flattening. And the reason I like this is because it really gets the silica powder, like, quickly. It's digging out 2 complete floors worth of dirt right now. So, yeah, it's just an awesome shortcut, you know, when you really need the silica powder. And then I just kind of spin a little. I let it, you know, get itself out there. I kind of just do it that way. It's like a little, it's like move, stop, move, stop, move, stop. It's more or less automated when you do that. So I'm just cranking down on the trigger there. It's the quickest way I know to get silica powder. I've tried the geology cannon and I was really disappointed in what it was farming. So I really tend not to use that anymore. Okay, I must be blocking my own stream there. See, I'm just going to hollow out a good chunk of real estate here. And then I should have several hundred by the time it's all done and said. And I haven't even really gone anywhere. I haven't even moved from this one spot, by the way. So yeah, when I say this is a good, quick way to do it, it just feels like it's minimal effort. Wow, I went through that again? Hot dog. Kind of funny, I chose silicate powder to recharge my weapon because Con Mine Habit, that's normally what I use. In this case, I want my silicate powder. Okay, that should get me by, I would hope, for the rest of the bridge build at least. Because I really only use the stone stuff for the supports. Everything else is wood, you know, it's metal, which is like ferrite dust and something else, carbon maybe. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call this good. Oh, I missed. I couldn't find the hole. Where's the hole? There's the hole. Come on now. There we go. Well guys, that just made my day. I'm not gonna lie, because I've spent a lot of time on this game building dummy floor builds just so I could build walls under the walls that I had above it. So this is huge. Like I said, it might just be because I'm using a different type of build right now. I don't know, but... like, I'm normally using these. The short wall or the half wall, the thin wall, whatever. Okay, then I'll go back to the solid. And yeah, we're going to go up pretty high, so probably about 7, 8 builds, because these are going to be good... whoops. These are going to be good, tall cable supports. In fact, I think that'll suffice. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, so that's a total of 8 builds going up from my floor here. Yeah, that's pretty tall, to be honest. That might even be a little too tall. You whoopsie! Okay, and yeah, I kind of like the windows. So I might let that fly. Alright, so from here we just got to get down underwater. I'm going to go ahead and ground it too. And I'm not going to do a foundation build underneath. I feel like I don't need it. This is more from like above the water level for aesthetics, just because, wow, this is just so deep. Like, I don't even know if I want to build it all the way down there. I don't think I do. If it looks like it sells from above the water, I'll just go ahead and leave it. And I'll start taking suffocation damage any moment here. Oh, this is awesome. I am loving this build down. Like I said, I don't know if this is update related or... don't really know, don't really care right now. Like, this is awesome. So yeah, this actually works out because I've already done a bridge tutorial for the skinnier design. So at least this way I feel like I'm given more variety. I've been thinking about this nonstop since I talked about it like 20 minutes ago. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Honestly, I think that's good enough. I feel like that sells. Alright, do the exact same thing on the other side here. An exact same method. I just thought of a good punishment for when I make myself suffocate. I'm gonna Google, like, humanly impossible words to pronounce. And then my punishment will be trying to pronounce that word while I'm on with you guys. Because that'll be a lot of fun. But I feel like I need to type that into the chat so you guys can see what I'm supposed to be saying. Because whatever I'm actually going to be saying probably won't be that. Alright, where is my... As a matter of fact, if anybody's ever played the SpongeBob board game... So, for you SpongeBob fans out there, remember the one where, you know, Krusty Krabs was like... oh, am I out of freaking silica powder already? No way. Did they nerf how much silica powder you got by digging? That used to be my way, man, but... No, that was not okay. This is probably my fault. These little cavities that are dug out. Yep, that's all my fault. I'm not going to be able to find my hole. Actually, this might be my hole. Yep, nope. Oh, whoopsie. Okay. Oh, the silica powder is now the bane of my existence. I'll go over here where the ground's a little higher. I can get a better underground dig site going. I found my old one. Just out of curiosity, like... Yeah, see, that's just collecting it super slowly here. I don't know, maybe the other one just really doesn't give them much of a benefit anymore? Yeah, that is a lot quicker, okay. I was pretty sure I was onto something there. Or maybe those wall... Okay, I know what I'm doing. So that bridge that I'm doing, I'm using full-size wall builds. That takes a lot more silicate powder than the little skinny ones that I was doing before. So that's why in my mind I was like, wait a minute, I should have had more than enough silicate powder. But I'm doing it more expensively now. Is that a word, expensively? I'm always wondering if there's like a math teacher watching my streams. If so, I'm in big trouble. Okay, I'm gonna call this good enough. Hopefully. Ooh, I like that window from the outside. Making up new words, I like that. It's valid. It's legit. And look at me, remembering my oxygen. Moving up in the No Man's Sky world. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So apparently you don't have to wait for the build to render, and if you already know your... Oops. As soon as I said that. If you already know you're aimed right, just go ahead and... pop the button. Of course, you don't know you're aimed right, so... But I still feel like that was quicker. Okay, maybe not. One more, baby, come on! Don't let me down! Really? There it is. And apparently you have to be standing in the correct place as well. Kind of tough to know when I'm going to be underwater. Actually, I think I just hit it. Oopsie. There I go, guys. Fall damage. Good thing is the ground is a lot shallower here. So I don't even need to worry about it. Shallower. Is that a word? I believe the correct way to say that is more shallow. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay, I like it. So guys, we gotta top it. Now, I don't know how I did this. I'm gonna have to play with this for just a second here and try to remember what I did, but I really, really like the alloy builds. And in fact, I'm gonna try to skylight this one just because it is a bigger type of deal. I've never actually tried the skylights. Okay. Ooh, that's ferrite dust and glass. I need to pay attention to that glass. No idea how much I have on my person right now. Okay, I don't think that's going to come to a point in the front, so that kind of stinks. Actually, I can already tell it's not going to. But I might be able to scoot that build back just enough. That might actually do it. No, I don't like that. I don't like the openness of it. Yeah, scratch that. I definitely prefer the solid. You know, it's supposed to be like a counterweight. In addition to an aesthetic. Good thing I've got tons of ferrite dust on me. Okay, so always start back. And then just to see if I can get these points to line up. Come on, Buster. Now why can't I scoot that one back? Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I did that all wrong, didn't I? Okay, I told you I was going to have to play with this for a minute. Once I get it, I got it. Like, the next part will be a lot quicker. Come on. Okay, seems to be having troubles with my build. Oh, there it was. It's all about that magic pixel, guys. Okay, it's not coming to a point. Actually, it didn't come to anything. Wow, that took everything that my jetpack had just now. Okay, I didn't do something right because it should have been symmetrical. So let's see if I can figure out what I boo-booed on here. Okay, first of all, that can go. Okay, there it goes. So yeah, it does come to a point. I just brain farted, apparently. Okay, now, so let's test this. I want to take a step back and see if it looks good. Okay, we definitely need to lengthen those if I'm going to keep that. It's awful wide. I don't know if I like the width. You know what? I think I can dig it. I'll go out just a couple more builds here just to kind of take another step back, see what it looks like. But right now I'm 1, 2, 3 complete floor builds away from pillar. So it's not a terrible number of builds. That might actually do it more justice. Okay, now it feels like it's too much, which is a good thing. Okay, yeah, picture the shark up there. I think we're good. I think that hit the spot. Alright guys, so yeah, that's done. So I'm just going to work on the one side, because again, I'm only showing build steps right now. So just to keep the stream short, I'll show you now how I wire this thing. And the way I wire it, I'm going to have to expose some wall pieces here. I don't know if that would have exposed that. No, it doesn't. The top of that floor build is what I'm more concerned about. So yeah, that had to get ripped out anyway. And I'll have to do the exact same thing on the other side here. And expose... Oops. And expose that wall topping too. Okay, perfect. So guys, what I'm going to do here is start... you know what? Actually, I need to go to another build just real quick. It won't take long. I'm not 100% sure what the counts were. I think I went out 3 and then I increased it by 1 number every time, I think. But I won't know until I get to another bridge build here and do the counting. I think it was Nanite Farm 2 that I was doing my bridge at. Heck, I can't remember. 1 or 2. It's funny, Sonny, I'm sitting at a bit of a distance from my screen where I see the chat, and your little, like, AOK emoji or whatever icon, it looks like an avocado, because I just ate avocado toast, so, like, the hole is the seed, and every time I glance at it, I think about more avocado toast. So thank you for your support. Alright, let's see what I've got cooking here. Oh, wow, I came out way further than I thought. So I came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full builds. That's right, and then I halved it. Then I went down to 3. Okay. And look, this is update related, guys. Like, half the base just doesn't glow anymore. All my balls are missing from inside the nanites. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but the ground is definitely been disturbed. So I might be finding another nanite farm location. I don't know. I mean, the base is still pretty cool, so of course I'm going to leave it. But wow, how that happened, I'll never know. And I still have not renamed this base. What are we going to rename this base to? Maybe it's time for a snack. You know, it's funny, I was just thinking the exact same thing. I actually found out earlier during TOT... Ooh, I thought my game was about to lock up there. During my TOTK stream, I went out to the kitchen to find just something super fast, you know? Junk food. Nothing. No, or maybe this was last night. Nothing. No chocolate, no snack crackers, no chips. Absolutely no junk food in the house. It's terrible. Not even a Pop-Tart. Like, how can you not have a Pop-Tart on hand? Alright, what am I doing right now? Counting squares. Okay, so I went out 6. I'm going to go out 3 on this one. And I'm going to put down a dummy pipe right on the edge. Living on the edge. Exact same place on this side. Oh, nuts. Really? Really? Like, really? Well, at least I don't have to find this snap point again. Doggone it, did it just do that again? Unfreaking believable. Oh, now we're at rough seas, so now I can't delete my parts. It's going downhill, guys. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Right at the little corner. Normally when you're greenlit, that means you're like right here. Right there. Okay, now we got it down. Okay, so that's essentially 6 small floor builds now, but it's only going out 3 because they're big floor builds. So now I went out 3 small builds, which means I got to split one of these in half. So about halfway up this floor build, I will do once again. And guys, the way to find the halfway point is look for these little like dark spots on the edge of the build. The middle one right here is exactly centered. So this little line here next to that middle, whatever that's supposed to be, a little like, looks like a piece of chain or something. You can just go ahead and green light that. And go to the other side, do the exact same thing. Okay, so now I go 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, if I was still doing little builds. But since we're not doing little builds, I am doing big builds, that's half that number. But it's really hard to see in the bad weather, like everything's all heat wavy. Boy, I am on a roll for making my own dictionary up tonight. Heat wavy. Noun. An area with heat waves. Okay, so now I'm going to go out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're back on a line here. Very nice. I'm not quite sure how many pipes I'm going to lay. I want at least 4 or 5, you know, good supports coming out, but I'm not sure where the center is. Actually, there should be about 40 builds in between these two things. So I can count out about 20, and that'll be about the halfway point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Really got to pay attention now. Okay, that's 10. Okay, that's 20. Wait a minute, I must not have counted right. I can already tell I am way off. Dude, oh, I had it that time. How did I miscount? I thought I counted 80. That should have been 20. And 20 is 40. That should have left 40 in the middle. Wow, talk about an all-time blunder. Okay, that's 19, and I know I had 10 leading up to that pipe, because I was like, oh, it's an even number, 10. So I've got 29. Leave it a little gap in the middle, knock that number down to, say, 26. Half of 26 is 13. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, yeah, that actually works out perfect. And then I'm back on another line. Now let's see if I counted right this time. Level up Royal School of Math. Better take off your shoes, guys. It's about to get real. Alright guys, once you got your pipe laid, we're going to do the exact same thing going the opposite direction now, because remember, this is going to be like a two-way pillar as far as these things are concerned. So I'm going to go out 3 complete floor builds now, and of course it'll be a little bit off because of that little, you know, gap we had to fill, and that's perfectly okay. We're going to start on the big one here. So 1, 2, 3. Very first one's going to go right here. And then about 1.5, again, because, you know, that's the distance of 3 small builds. And then 2 out from here, because that would be like 4 small builds. Bada bing, bada bang. And then we go out 2.5, so we're back on a line. At least these numbers are easy to remember. And then 3, and we're back on a line. Nice! Oh wow, I can't see my cursor now. That's real tough to see. Alright guys, go ahead and get up on top of your pillar once again. Hey Walter, good to see you again. Oh yeah, I got what you're saying. I just mean short as in the sense like, if I show how to build one of these, they all build the same. Oh no! Fall damage! Carrots and spinach. Carrots and spinach. So yeah, anyways, say I was building a bridge with like 15 of these things, you know, just for the stream I would only build one, show you guys all the build steps. And then I'd probably just go offline sometime and build the other 14 or whatever. But I mean, I've only got 2 going here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and complete the bridge. We'll see if we have time. I got to keep it under about 2 hours tonight, though. I do have a work obligation tonight. Alright guys, so from this way where I've already laid all these pipes, go ahead and go to your supply pipes, and we should be able to find the snap points now from up here. So I say that, but we might be too high up. Okay, I'm barely able to find these snap points. That one too, actually, yes, so okay, we're good. Now guys, I really like the crossed cable look, but you don't have to cross these cables. You know, you can come up here and keep them straight, and it'll look more like a proper, like, Golden Gate style bridge. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. It is green lighting, I think. No, it's not green lighting. Oh, we gotta come back pretty far on that thing now. Okay, so what I normally do is I find the center point of the build there, that little T, or that intersection, that point, and I come back straight from there until it green lights. Right there. Pow. So yeah, you can do them straight like this, and of course the other side would just get done the exact same way. Bro. And then, oh yeah, I learned last week during our No Man's Sky stream that if you say bro a lot, the builds cooperate more. I used the scientific method on this, guys. It's a thing. You just gotta say bro. Bro. See, look at that! Bro. So anyway, yeah, imagine now if I were to do that the same way, you know, find the snap points down there, bring it up, and go all the way out. You know, you'd have a nice wide to-do there. In fact, maybe I'll just go ahead and... yeah, that's a lot of time. But I personally prefer to cross these, because I just think it looks cooler, especially when you're walking across the bridge. But I mean, they both look cool if I'm being honest. You know, build it. If you don't like it, build it the other way. And then you can take a step back and decide which one you liked more. See, I'm going to go ahead and cross these over here. Crossing the streams. No pun intended. I know I'm streaming. And... whoop, 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 I had it. Where you at? Where you at? Ugh. Okay, see if I can hit this one. Come on, baby. There you are. Okay, so that's my personal favorite. Crossing the streams. And again, guys, you can use the snap point, but only once. It only lets you snap pipe twice. So we can no longer use that exact same snap point for, you know, speed of ease. But you can still, you know, just kind of find your own free-floating one there. Okay. And I'll show you what I mean by that. And try to overlap, if you can, the two ends as best as you can. It's not always going to line up perfect, but you should be able to find a spot down there where they will overlap, just like that. Pow! Okay, and while you're already here, notice I'm X'd out. I don't have my cursor green lighting. Just kind of try to find another sweet spot right there. Then we're going to go back out to the final one. I think this is the last one. Yes. No, wait a minute. Yeah, we're good. Alright guys, in the exact same type of party. It's always a party. Hopefully my character isn't in the way, because the game does not like that, as we all know. Okay, see if I can find that sweet spot there where they'll be overlapped. Right there, baby. Perfect. And I barely had to budge to get that one to go. Okay, so that's it. And you can kind of take a step back now from this view mode. Oh, I totally forgot the closest one. I was like, wait a minute, I only counted 4. There should be 5. So again, we'll just have to find a sweet spot here. Actually, I should be able to get out of God mode at this point. Oh, I'm X'd out there. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Alright, there should be one more to do. I'm having trouble finding my snap point. How? Oh, there it is. Pow! Alright, there it is. So I will go ahead and complete the aesthetic of the roofing here. The roof. The roof is on fire. Wait a minute. There we go. And there it is. That caps that off real nice. It's sealed. Okay, there's my fall damage. Oh, hey, you can sprint going backwards. I don't know if I ever knew that before. That is so cool. Okay, so anyway, the cross design, guys, it just gives it a little something, something, you know. I really like how it creates like that tunnel appearance when you're walking through it. So, just depending on how you want your cables to go, it really doesn't matter. It's just for looks. So it's really just whatever you want. And of course I'll do up the other side. Now I cannot use the same cable points here. I'm going to actually bust out a couple more builds on the back end here. And find, you know, expose the tops of the wall sections. Actually, I might not need to. Actually, yes I am. So you're gonna have to bust out that one. So that you've got that center point kind of showing up here. And there is a rumbly in my tumbly. Okay, I think that's the first one this time. I wanted to get that right. But exactly the same way we already did it, guys. Just come on back until that green lights. And then I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get away with here. Oh, wow, I can go out 3? Sweet. And that'll speed this process up just a little bit more. I got to reposition here to get that right. I really don't think that's going to go. Unless I God mode it. I just realized Captain Tight Pants is standing right here. Like, this shouldn't even be allowing me to place these builds. Normally, when Tight Pants are anywhere near, it's like, sorry, your character's too close, haha. But no, not today. Sweet. Come on, baby. Where you at? Come on, baby. Come on. I'll be your best friend. I guess it's not gonna happen. Alright, yeah, we did that side a lot quicker. Why, I'm all over the place right now with my view, aren't I? Come on, baby. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's good enough. Okay, guys, then you can just go ahead and secure the last 2 roof pieces, and we're done with this whole side already. Not a bad deal. And these should fall right in. You don't have to worry about eyeballing anything funny on that. Alright, let's see how our bridge looks. Now, of course, I don't have railings. You know, it's not going to look completely right until that part's done. But, yeah, I just kind of like to take a step back and just really look at it from a distance. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and call that my design. Now, I'm not sure, you know, this is a wider bridge. I don't know if I like the crossed cable look as much on this. Maybe when I go to do the other support, I'll do the other design, and then I'll just kind of make a decision from there. Then I only have to break down one and redo one. But yeah, I don't know, it just because it widens it, it fattens it up a little, and I'm not sure if I'm really feeling that. Maybe if I got out to the side more. Oh, Nimsy! Since I can't pronounce that name. Oh, maybe that should be the word I try to pronounce when I, you know, suffocate or take fall damage. Tamazii, Narazi. Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember that in 10 seconds. Oh, the bad thing about the flyers over water is they don't understand the terrain. Oh man, so he's trying to go for the ground terrain under the water. Okay, they still haven't fixed that. That sucks. Yeah, I'm digging it. Like, I like that. From the side. But again, the whole cross look, I think it's throwing it off a little bit just because of the width of the bridge now. So... I wish the render distance was better on those cables. I notice that sometimes they don't render in like the rest of the builds, and that's kind of saddening. Okay, I wonder if it'll like fly on the bridge. Oh yeah, check that out, it sure does. So that's a way to get around, you know, worrying about the water. You can just place a bridge across. Alright, where are you at, Nimsy? Fly like an eagle. And I don't know the rest of the words. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. Agreed. Now we just gotta see what it would look like with straight cables. I gotta know. I kind of forgot how to do this. How do you put the thing away? Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm going to follow the exact same count pattern. I don't need that anymore. That was a dummy build from forever ago. Okay, going out 3 full floor builds. Actually... yeah, first person is always the way to go. I'm barely able to see my crosshair right now. Or my cursor, whatever. So then out 1.5. Out 2 from there. Out 2.5 from there, should be on another line. And then 3 from there. So yeah, I like that gap in the middle. That looks like it's just about right. What the heck just happened there? I might have clicked my trigger by accident. Okay, and I'm going to leave those cross pipes, by the way. When I finally, you know, decide on something here, you know, then I decide which side I'm going to rebuild, I want those there for the snap point. So I do not like to rip those up until I'm done. Like, I'm sure, you know, it's ordained, it's blessed, all that fun stuff. Alright, so L, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm pigging out tonight. I told you guys I had that work thing, so, yeah. The gas station's on the way, so guess what? Guess who's getting a dark chocolate bar? This guy. I can already taste it. That's how I know that's happening. Alright, from here, guys, 1.5. I'm thinking about chocolate bars. I'm not paying attention. And while I'm there, because I'm so hungry, there will probably be some chips involved. Something salty, you know, you can't just have chocolate. You've got to have something with chocolate. Like, that, you have to have that salty offset. So, like, Actually, I need to make sure I counted right over here. Just thought of something. So, like, popcorn. Popcorn is excellent paired with chocolate. Chips, also. But, chips, I don't know. I'm not a big chip and chocolate fan. I'd definitely rather go for the popcorn. Okay, so that was 2, so I need to go 2.5. Back in another line, booyah. And then 3. What else goes really good with chocolate? Oh, what kind of chocolate? So, I really like just good old-fashioned milk chocolate, but my health doesn't really appreciate that anymore. So now, unfortunately, I kind of have to lean toward the dark chocolates, but I found some brands that I really enjoy eating, like the Tony's. So far, I haven't had a bad Tony's bar. It's just kind of hard to find them in their dark chocolate varieties at the store, so I don't know. Just usually whatever they have. I'm not a big fan of some of them that are more expensive, oddly enough. So yeah, it's tough to find a good chocolate bar. I have found one that I do like. I can't remember the brand. Actually, I think it was like Sam's or Walmart or something. But it was only 50% chocolate, but it was dark chocolate. And it was made with oat milk instead of like milk. And I tolerated that pretty good too, and it was quite tasty. It tasted more like milk chocolate to me than the dark chocolate. But, you know, ultimately dark chocolate is the healthiest, so I don't know. Depends on what the store has, I guess. But honestly, all things chocolate, I'm into it. I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, I am going to need a couple of builds up there so I can walk around and do my business. Is that right? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Right? Tamananzisi Nemananziri. Did I say that right? That was my best effort. But that was like 20 freaking minutes ago, so I have no idea what... Tamasisiri Nemaziri. I'm not doing that again because my mouth hurts. Okay, that's right. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I should not have built that one that I just built. Boo-boo. Major mistake. But I can go ahead and place that build. And this one. The bad thing about the gas station is there's so much junk food. When you go there hungry, you buy everything. I'll probably walk out of there with a Slurpee. Yeah. Maybe I should forego the gas station stop. I think that's overlap. That one's really important to overlap. Oh man, actually I got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what that needs to look like just for the time being, so we can get these builds placed. So I think I'm only going 2 out now from pillar, if I remember right. Because 3 was just too much. Oh, where's the rest of my bridge? I'm lost. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave it like this just for the time being so I can get all my tube stuff placed. And then we'll have a little which one do we like better session? I'll take a step back and uh-oh, did I do something wrong here? Doggone it. That might be the one that needs to be recessed. I might have really boo-booed there. Which is fine, because I'm ripping out that build anyway. Wait a minute, where is the pillar? I'm so lost. Okay, maybe I need to rip out all that. I guess I didn't... Okay, there we go. Now we're exposed. And I'm sure I'll be going into God mode just to try to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, I definitely want... right about there. Yep, I got 3 snap points. Beautiful. Now I've got to God mode it. Squeeze that sucker right on in there. Perfect. I'm actually kind of excited to see what this is going to look like. Like, it's been so long since I've done a wide build on a bridge. I'm really curious. How is that not snapping? Those are being finicky down there. It's like I'm pointing right at it, but it won't green light until I look somewhere else. That's kind of odd. Yeah, like inside. That's really weird. Alright, baby, come on. Last one. About as good as that's gonna get. Okay, so the backside. Make sure I've got the wall pieces exposed, and so I do. So, Sunny, no, there's no Whole Foods in my area. Am I missing out there? Because I can go there. There's one about 20 minutes away. I'm far too hungry for all that right now, but next time I'm like heading that way, I'd absolutely be willing to divert if there's a yummy there. Well, that one had to come back quite a ways there. Such peaceful music. You know, I just realized I haven't had a hot rainstorm in a while. Of course, now that I said that, guess who's gonna get rained on here in a hot second? No pun intended. My big helmet is right in the way! So close. I can almost taste it. Alright, let's take a step back. I'm going to go both directions here just to see what we're working with. And before I actually cap these off. Well, I thought that was my character standing down there for a second. Okay, yeah, for the wider bridge from a side view, I probably like this better, I'm not gonna lie. But the ultimate test will be what it looks like when we're standing on the thing. There's my rainstorm! Oh yeah, I definitely like that better. I can already tell. Maybe not. Maybe it'll look better when I fill it in. Because right now it just feels open gap to me. Wow, it's really tough for me to see the grain. Okay, we got it. I think that's it. Okay, that looks a little better still. It feels like it's just too gappy. There's made up word number 58 tonight, gappy. Maybe I'll name the bridge Gappy, or maybe I'll call the base Gappy. Okay, folks, I'm pushing an hour 45 on stream here, so... I do need to call it quits here pretty soon. Actually, we can either rail this in or we can just leave it open. I kind of like it railed in. Oh, another thing you can do too. Here, let me show you something before, you know, I forget. And then I end the stream and then I'm laying in bed later tonight like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that. So if you don't like the six-pointed look in the middle and you just want to make it, you know, bridge all the way across, you can do that. You can actually rip these builds out once you've got the structure, because really those were only there for a guide for the walls. And then once you have that, you can actually rip out that other filler build and you can just drop the floor pieces back in and everything's all nice in the way it was. And there's that. So it's really, you know, just what you want. And then, of course, you know, if you look down, you're going to see the never-ending fall to death. But, again, it just really depends on what you want. I like it both ways. I cannot believe I haven't run out of carbon yet during this stream. Like, this is insane right now. I was just thinking about something. I might do like a hybrid design on the cables here and not use the typical points on the wall tops like I have been using. I might find something like in the middle, if it'll even allow it. I don't even know if I can drop a build down on this crevice, this corner. I'm gonna try. Okay, so I'm definitely greenlit on the top here. I am not greenlit on the sides of these builds. Okay, see, that's a problem. The only workaround I can think of is to, you know, delete a couple, so that's open. And then pick a point down here somewhere. And put a dummy build down. You're gonna have to free float this one. You can't use snap mode if you're gonna do this. Oh, actually, maybe I could have done that without having to do all this extra work. Hold up a second. I forgot about, you know, coming out of snap mode. Oh, now my character's in the way. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to come out of snap mode with that down arrow. And notice it says free placement enabled when I did that. Okay, so yeah, now I can actually hit the side of this build, so I might just do that. Right there in the middle. And I'm going to have to go back into snap mode, you know, to actually get those things right. But before I do that, I can go ahead and delete all my old ones. Actually, I didn't even... Yeah, I did. If I want the snap points down there, I'm gonna need to free those back up. And the nice thing, too, is that railing doesn't affect that at all. Okay, so again, I'm gonna have to come out in and out of snap point an awful lot as I go here. So right about there. I'll go back into snap mode just to save a little bit of time. Out of snap mode. I should be able to find a cursor spot right in between those. Doesn't seem too happy with that. Actually, that might work out. I don't know, this might start getting kind of congested, just thinking ahead a little. When I start doing the other side, I'm going to be using this exact same spot. So yeah, this might be tough to do. Maybe if you look down into it, that'll help. I don't really know. Yeah, that actually seemed to help. In and out of snap mode, but hey, this is a heck of a lot quicker than trying to deal with like dummy builds. Yeah, see how that some of that piping's like sticking up now? I mean, it doesn't really matter because the floor builds are going to somewhat hide all this. Unless you get up too high on it, so that's why I'm trying to really look down here with my cursor into that little pit. As far as down as I can go. Okay, so now I'm really showing different ways to do this. Especially with the cable. Okay, so that actually worked out. I'm surprised I was able to cram them all into that one little spot, but hey, I'll take it. And I'm not going to do the other side because, again, I just wanted to show the build steps. Uh-oh, am I not in snap mode? There we go. Alright, now let's see what that looks like. Ooh, honestly, I like that. I really like that. Okay, there it is, guys. There's my new favorite design for the wider bridge. That definitely does it for me. And look at that, just under the 2-hour mark. See? I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, Sonny, yeah, I'll look into that. You're right, because it is like a health food store, and dark chocolate, bleh. There go my words again. Dark chocolate is a health food, so like it makes perfect sense that they'd have something like that. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, that's definitely the way to go, guys. Check that out. I'm sorry, but that's cool. Alright. So that's the bridge. That's the design. So what I'll do offline is I'll, rip out all the old ones and I'll redo them to what you just saw there. And just to show you whether or not that's going to work over here now. Because honestly, I don't know. Let's find that out, shall we? I mean, I really hope it does, because how cool would that be? Like, right on this point here. Okay, go ahead and go out of snap mode. Yeah, sure enough. I'm greenlit right freaking here. Beautiful. Tamanaziri and Namanaziri. I already know that wasn't right. I had to look and make sure I was doing the right side here. Boy, it's a good thing that my companion flyers cannot hear me actually talk and respond to that, because they'd be like, dude, I'm not your friend anymore. You can't get my name right. Electrical disturbance? Okay, I'm going to get right in there. Best as I can. Go ahead and go back into snap mode. Okay, so yeah, this is possible. I just wanted to show it, like... Now I feel like I need to finish it because I already started it. Where's that snap point? Why is this so difficult? Fine. Okay, Okay, same kind of thing. I'm going to try to get down in there as far as I can go with my cursor. Beautiful. Come on, get in there. I feel like Happy Gilmore right now. Don't you just want to go home? That's his home, Happy. Send him home. Oh, apparently I was still in snap mode there. Whoopsie. Maybe that's why I was having trouble finding that last one. Okay, I'll come out of snap mode now. Come on. That does not look right. Oh, oh, oh. Well, honestly, that might be better, the lesser of all the evils there. Disregard, I found a better one. So you might have to play with these a little bit, apparently. So we went from like really cool, peaceful, and serene music to kind of like horror movie music. That was an interesting twist. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, I had a nice spot there. Where were you? Is that it? Oh, sweet. Oh, no, okay. I knew there was one more. I just didn't get the right one there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Uh-huh. This last one's going to prove to be a problem. I think I got it. Okay, good enough. Alright guys, let's see the fruits of our labors here. Now before I actually, look at this, I really don't know for sure until I put the railing in, because the railing, it adds bulk and stuff. But honestly, I think we're good here. Again, still can't believe we haven't run out of carbon yet, wowzers. Sweet deal. Yeah, and that makes a lot more sense too with the wider bridge. Like, there's a point. It's pointed. And that point, like, goes front and back. So, like, it makes sense, looking at it dead on. Oh, yeah, baby. This is it. This is the new bridge design. Okay, guys, and no bridge of mine is complete until I put the hologram on top. So go ahead and do that real quick. I feel like an elevator right now. Up and down, up and down. Alright, let's go ahead and try to center this. Well, I better get my character out of the way for this one, because I already know I'm going to be doing God mode, just so I can get it right. And where is my projector? Wonder projector. Now go ahead and hit that right arrow and hold it down. That'll scale that up to full size. That's exactly what we want. And again, go ahead and go into God mode here. And I'll probably stick that right about there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just so it can kind of be seen from front and back. So a little more front, just like so. And then my favorite is going to be this shark-looking thing. And guys, there's the planet address. Thanks again, Sunny, for helping me out with that. For those of you that are interested in getting that scan. Tamsi Nimziri. Okay, there it is. There's our shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha. It looks cooler on the smaller bridge because that thing's so wide, like it almost overshadows the graphic. You know, I wish you could make those graphics a lot bigger than what they allow. But it's still cool. Like, it still works. But yeah, on the smaller design, like, that thing really is really pronounced. Like, it's just so much cooler. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call this one done for now. When we come back on next week, I guess I'll just kind of do the site. You know, I'll build that up back there. I'll do some kind of structure. I'll figure that part out. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. But, actually, I kind of feel like I need to do that tonight. Okay, Sonny, I was wondering about that. I was wondering if I just had never run into him before. Because right in the beginning of the video I saw one, and I ran into it just to see what would happen, and big surprise, it took like half my health. I should have seen that coming. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of like you, I'm not really feeling it. The only thing I'm not sure about now is, does it still zap you, like if it were to roll through your build and you were hanging out in your build? And since I already know I'm keeping these cables, I can go ahead and delete the dummy builds there. Oh yeah, that looks pretty freaking sweet. Loving it. Yeah, you know, honestly, if I had more time tonight, I would just kind of finish this build out, you know, do the whole piping, but maybe that can just be a separate thing. I'll call it, like, satellite located, or, you know, like, separately located hotspots, how to connect, or something along those lines. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But there's a number of ways you can do that. I usually like to put them underneath the bridge. But in this case, I might do it differently. So in case you're wondering like what I'm talking about right now, I like to use these little, and you don't have to do this. And this might not be happy with me right now because I don't have a triangle anymore. But yeah, basically I would just put like one of these across. And if you don't want to deal with, you know, putting dummy builds in, you could do this also. Just kind of find a snap point that makes sense here. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be real high up. You can put these literally anywhere. Let's try this. I just kind of want to see what that looks like. Okay, that's pretty cool. I might stick with that. Then I'm gonna try to mirror another one so it's just at the top of that wall build. Come on, Buster. It's going literally everywhere but where I need it to. Okay, so yeah, I would then elevate, and again, we need to run electrical out there also, so the electrical always goes in the middle in my design here. And it probably... Oh, it will let me green light this. Awesome. And I try to stick to like one plane so that they're all level. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that spot right there. And I'm going to reconnect this other side. Exact same spot. Boom skis. And now I've got snap points. So, you know, I can do the exact same thing on the other pillar and do it over there too. And then at the end, you know, I'll just find a way to consolidate that with whatever building I have over here or just whatever structure. See, I've got that down. Then go back over to your supply pipe. And again, we need to have one going and one coming. So one's going to connect the digging machines. It's going to run all the way up to the base. It's going to find one supply pipe so I have a place to collect it. And I'm going to branch off that exact same supply whatever silo, and I'm going to come all the way back on the other side, and then I'm going to figure out a way to like connect a whole bunch of silos over here for storage. And again, I just like that aesthetically. I think it's really cool. Yes, it adds extra builds to your base, but I'll kind of show you what this is going to look like when it's done. So I want to come out just a little ways here. In fact, I might try to line this up with this little graphic, these little lines right here in the deal. I don't know why I'm not green lighting right now. This is a problem. Okay, I must have to... Maybe I have to come out of snap mode for this. So anyway, just try to find a spot there that you can match that up. I'll go ahead and put that right there. This is just a dummy build for now. So I'm going to try to make that as... even as possible. And I think I nailed it. If that's not perfect, it's awful close. I can probably do better. It's too bad I don't have a graphic on this build now to, you know, do the same thing on the other side. But again, close is good enough for this one, because remember, the pipe's going to be going straight through. You're not going to see this funny looking bar. You're not even going to see the snap points. So it really doesn't matter that much. I go ahead and try to duplicate that over here now. Well, I'm having a really tough time seeing that graphic, if it's even here. Oh, it's not even here. Oh, there it is right there. And you can try to eyeball it with the floor builds underneath. Just try to look for the grain down there, and that'll actually probably be a really good way to do this. Yeah, that definitely looks straighter now. Okay, guys, and then just go ahead and go back into snap mode. All you got to do is fill it in. Okay, it's got a vanishing point. That's not exactly right, but I think you get the idea. You know, I would want those parallel. So yeah, I'm going to have to either widen it over here or narrow it more down over here. As a matter of fact, I'll show you how to do that. A lot of eyeballing. But, you know, as soon as you get these snap points right, you're good. Yeah, so I'll snap over here. Okay, I'm good there. Hey, Draven, welcome! You caught us just at the tail end here tonight. But definitely happy to have you. Okay, so come out of snap mode here once again, guys. And again, this gets back to, eyeballing it. So we're going to try to go to a point that makes this pipe look like super straight. And I'm going to do that by eyeballing it to the cable that I have next to it, the electrical line. So yeah, right about there. Go back into snap mode. Go out of snap mode. And again, we're going to have to try to line this up as best as we can with our eyes here. But again, using the floor builds down below, that'll help you to do that. Okay, that's pretty close. Okay, and just once again, take a step back, look at it, make sure it looks nice and parallel, and that's perfect, guys. So you would basically do that exact same thing on the other side over there. And then now picture, if we had that side squared away, what those pipes would look like all the way across the bridge right above our heads. You'd have your supply pipes, you'd have your electrical line. It looks really cool. Now, of course, I can't show that right now, but in next week, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up. And it should look pretty legit. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. I definitely need to go for many reasons, but folks, I definitely hope that helped you all out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. And until the next time, which should be next weekend, best of luck and happy building. Okay, now before I do anything, because I have a bad habit of this, guys, I shut the game off. Because in my mind, the game auto-saves, and it does. But not very frequently. And in LEGO Fortnite, it's always just good about, staying up with saving. So, yeah, I just have a real bad habit over here, just logging out. Then I come back and, like, half of what I had just built, like, right before I logged out isn't there anymore. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So, yeah. Save point. Not only that, I need to re-upload the base. I've done a lot of work here since I've uploaded last. This base may not even be uploaded. Okay, I'm not going to upload yet. I'm going to wait until we're a little bit further along. Excuse me. There it is, guys. Now I can go ahead and call this one done. Yeah, Draven, thanks for asking. It's actually going pretty good. Like, I'm really happy with this site. I might end up doing more here. Okay, now what is that? Like, seriously. I've got no less than 6 landing pads over here. 5 empty. And he decided to land over here. And crash into my hologram. That's okay. Maybe I'll put a no parking sign out there or something. Shouldn't have to do that when there's 6 spots right over there. But it is what it is. Alright guys, enough goofing off. I have got to get going. I could do this all night, but yeah, duty calls. So guys, thank you so much. Hope y'all have an awesome work week. And we'll see you back later on. Peace.